What up, everybody? Welcome back to Football Fan Talk on the GLX Experience channel. I am Big G. Everybody else could introduce themselves.
I'm Lil G.
What up, everybody? Welcome back.
Raider Mike.
Okay.
What's up? This is Big Shann.
I was about to say, and that's Shann.
And that's
We had another interesting week of football. You know, last night, I don't know if people got to tune in, but we had a nice little conversation about the ex-Raider coach, Jon Gruden. But, you know, for us, we got that off our chest. And, you know, we may talk a little bit more about it tonight, maybe not. But we're just going to go back and do our regular routine. Going to recap a little bit about last week and move on to this week, see who we like, give y'all some good information, some good picks, and a little comedy in between, a little insight, and we ready to roll. Usually I lead off everything, but, you know, we could mix it up if someone else want to start off. But no, I won't say if. We'll start off with someone else. Young G, you know what I mean? I know you itching to get up in there. Let us know a little takeaway from last week.
So the game I really wanted to focus on was the Raider Chicago game. Overall, the Raiders just didn't play well, and I think it also had to factor in with everything that was going on within the organization. I could see that being a big distraction. But at the same time, it's no excuse it's no excuse to play how they played. Granted, they tried to shake a little something in the fourth quarter late, but if you look at that game, offense wasn't really moving that well. If I could recall, I want to say Josh Jacobs had a rushing touchdown, but it was called back by, I want to say, a holding penalty or something like that. You know, they look like the Raiders of old, very stagnant, not really able to move the ball and stuff like that. But also at the same time, I don't want to discredit Chicago's defense for doing what they did. You know what I'm saying? Khalil Mack was getting the Derek Carr, man. He was causing that pressure. You could tell he hates the Raiders, or at least hates Jon Gruden. You know what I'm saying? And it very much looked like that. It looked like the Raiders just weren't there mentally. You know what I'm saying? It looked like, you know, going into that game, I could say I was confident that the Raiders were going to win. You know what I'm saying? Even with everything going on. But once they stepped onto that field, it showed that, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a mental thing that they had going on within that organization with everything that's going on now, or whether they just weren't prepared. I mean, it looks like they got dominated. You know, even Justin Fields, he threw 12 of 20 and had 111 yards passing, which ain't nothing too crazy, but he's a rookie. And saying that, you know, he looks like he's improving. You know, they had a rookie running back. The Bears had a rookie running back this week at Herbert. He had 18 carries for 75 yards, you know what I'm saying? And our defense didn't look like the defense that, you know what I'm saying, that looked how it looked in the first 2 to 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? It looked mediocre again. You know, I mean, Derek Carr, he did his thing. I mean, he only threw for 200 yards and he threw a pick, you know what I'm saying? He tried. I think he targeted Darren Waller 8 times and he did Henry Ruggs the same. You know, I like that he's getting the offense more involved and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, even with everything going on, you still got to lock in on that Sunday and you got to put your head down and run through that wall, regardless of what is going on. But, you know, honestly, I hope this doesn't affect the Raiders too much with everything going on in their organization, because I do very much believe that they're a much better team than they were in years past. But if they continue to play like this, we're looking at the same old Raiders.
Yeah, I think they just need to circle the wagons, man, because they knew about this before the game. So
yeah, that's the thing.
You know, you look at all the stats, you know what I mean? Renfro only had like 50-something yards receiving. Who else? Ruggs only had 51 yards receiving. Waller only had 45 yards, you know. So they were clearly not themselves, you know, going into
Derek
that game.
Carr looked like he was back to where it was like dinking and dunking. Because, I mean, he threw 35 times and only had 200 yards. What does that tell you? He's not getting the ball down the field. You know
man, you got to think his mentor, he loves Jon Gruden, man. You know, I saw an interview with him, and he said it about 10 times. Like, I love him. I love his family. You know, he's hurting. So, and, you know, Carr's a good guy. So he had a heavy
Very
heart
good guy.
going
Very
into
good
that
guy,
game,
yeah.
man. I think this week they'll play better. I think last week was just too much emotionally. I mean, just think if a close person to you, just all of a sudden, dropping,
It's just charges or something like they're about to go to jail.
they just,
Yeah, absolutely.
he's
Well, that
getting
was
fired for all the things he said.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
the
mean,
thing,
there's
though.
a poor job.
With them knowing all that, I still think they still should have strapped up, put their head down, and be like, look, we're not gonna let this affect us. If anything, we're gonna show y'all that ain't got nothing to do with us, and we're gonna show y'all what we really mean as a team.
that's
That's
why
another-
it's called professional sports, you know.
That's another way of looking at it.
But that's a lack of
Go ahead, Mike.
That's a lack of the team not being prepared to play. That's a lack of poor coaching. That's poor coaching by Gruden. I know he had a lot of pressure on him, but like they said, like he tell the players, you are professional. No matter what you feel inside, you gotta go out there and perform. They get no excuse from me, and I'm a diehard Raider fan. There is no excuse that they can get from me. I don't give a damn if Gruden was in the hospital with a broken neck. Y'all better get your asses out there and rally around the situation and play some football, because the team that you guys played on that field was not very good.
Yeah, that's very true.
Look good. We made Chicago Bears look like they was a playoff caliber team. They ain't gonna. Chicago Bears might win 5 games this year.
Yep.
Coach getting fired. But every
right.
time we get into any situation, we have to play down to the competition. It's always got to be some type of distraction for an excuse. They get no excuse from me. They better play better this week. And that's just the bottom line. That's all I got to say.
I was going to say, man, I agree with that. Fuck what's going on in the world, man. Somebody's got something to deal with and whatnot. You know what I mean? But if we go back to week 4, it was the same scheme of things. Josh Jacobs was back. We kept trying to run it. We know our line ain't the best, you know what I'm saying? And what is Derek Carr good at? Hey, let's do these 5 and dimes, here's the 15 to rim throw. We spread it out. We go with our moneymaker. Now he goes from averaging like damn near 350 a game in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
To now he had 57 in week 5, and then this game he came up a little better, 200.
No, he had 100.
Yeah, one something.
He had 196 the game against who was that, the Chargers. He had 206 against the Bears.
Yeah. But it's like you go with your money. And so I think that is on the coaching. The hell with what he got going on.
Right.
He's got 40 million in the bank. Let's be 100.
All right, y'all, let's wrap up the Raider talk, man. Let's try to push it along a little bit so we're not, having a 2-hour show. Next up, Shan. So you want to talk about the Bills and Chiefs. What do you think about that one, man?
Yeah, I was thinking that Kansas City was going to pull it off. They were one of my picks and whatnot, And in the first half, the game seemed a little bit stagnant, but you could kind of see the confidence in the Bills, but I think that it's evident that, the Chiefs have some issues and some options to go through with their line. You know what I mean? I do believe they have some injuries, but Patrick Holmes was their leading rusher with 61 yards. You know what I mean? Tyreek Hill, I think he only got he got 7 throws for 63 yards, an average of 9 yards, and then TK Travis got 657. But other than Patrick Holmes, the next closest guy had half of what the yardage that he put on the table, which was Darren Williams with 27 yards. You know what I mean? And so
they only had 120 total.
Yeah, so that lets you know there's something going on with your line when you can't establish a run game. You can't establish some passing, there's something going on with your line. And, hopefully it's not going to be the RG3 thing, you know what I mean, where they just depend on Mahomes' skills. As good as he is, he's not going to be able to overcome that deficit and carry that team like that, man. He needs some help. He needs some pass protection. He needs to be able to move the ball around, running it, passing it, to keep the defense off their guard and stuff. Because if you don't have no run game, we know what you're gonna do. You know what I mean?
Thing is, Kansas City plays sloppy football, man. They've been playing sloppy football all year. They can score on anybody, but they lost 2 more fumbles this game, and then you got the Bills coming in averaging 40 something in their last couple of games, going against KC, who can't get out of their own way. I believe I said like a week or two ago how they're always in a hurry and they're rushing. They want to hurry up and score rather than take their time, run their offense, and they keep making mistakes, interceptions, fumbles, penalties. I mean, once they settle down, I think they'll be all right. But right now, the Bills are the best team in the AFC, man.
Right. I was going to say, even on the other side of the coin, though, Allen was 15 out of 26 for 315, and their rushing yards, like he had 59. Zach Moss, he had like 37. They didn't have a better run game and whatnot, but they went with what was working for them. You know what I mean? So I think
they ain't got no defense.
Defense. They got no defense.
No defense, and everybody has figured out that damn offense. The last couple of teams has figured out how to stop that damn offense.
Yeah, for sure.
It is to take away the run game. It's to take away the run game and force Patrick Mahomes to get the ball out of his hands quick.
Yeah. Yes. Because I guess
I'll
go up next.
If you see Tyreek Hill downfield, he gonna hit them.
Yep. I'll go up next and we let Mike wrap it up. You know me, I had to go on my Cowboys versus the Giants, and it was like a big day for the boys. Especially a big day for Dak, because that was the anniversary of him tearing his ankle up, and it was against the same team too, against the Giants. So
it was like one day away, right?
It could have been. It was one day away, but it was a Sunday, and last year it was on a Sunday, so it was a 1 year away from his injury. And like I said, it happened against the same team, and then in the first half, you could tell. First half, Dak had a fumble, had an interception, and he admitted, it was like an eerie feeling for him. It's kind of the deja vu going against the same team and all that. But the second half, he heated up. He got it going with CD. Once he hit that little bomb to CD, everything from there went downhill. Then you got Zeke running the ball. He went over 100. And then what else we have? Pollard. He had 45 rushes for 75 yards. So the run game is balanced. The pass game is balanced. The defense is still opportunistic. My man Diggs got another interception, leading the NFL with 6.
That boy bad. That's a bad boy, man.
And then they came off of him and tried to throw at Anthony Brown, and he got a pick 6. So
let me show you.
Yeah, exactly. So my team is humming, man. Which is scary for me. It's still early in the season. I'd rather have them playing well than not well, but I don't want them peaking right now, because then, it's going to be all downhill from there. But right now, offense, defense, special teams with Greg the Leg Zerline, man, I'm like, we may have the makings of something. But
take that.
Not going to get too excited, man. You know what I mean? Right now, they're doing good, but one thing I did take away from that game, we had 0 sacks. And I'm like, we need to get pressure on the quarterback. Randy Gregory is supposed to be there to do that. Now, I understand there was no sacks last week. And then we got DeMarcus Lawrence, who will be coming back, but I don't want to depend on him. These other guys got to step up.
Gregory got talent, though. He just the other game, he was going sacks galore.
But he's still recovering from that love for the cocoa. So hopefully he's all right.
That love for cocoa.
That song, that song. Whip it in the glass, nigga.
Yeah, everything was good though, man. Amari, he got 3 receptions for 60 yards in a tug. My man Schultz had 6 receptions for 79. That's one of Dak's security blankets. So we on our way, man. But we're moving right along. Roll up with Raider Mike. You want to tackle the Colts-Ravens game.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that game because that was a good game. That was probably one of the better games, size when the Raiders and the Ravens played for the first game. That was really good. But I think this one might have been better only because Lamar Jackson established himself as a passer in the pocket, which I knew that he could do when he came out of Louisville, he could pass out the pocket, but he has other things in his game. He got the
That's a
arsenal
running back.
in his bag. He got a bag of tricks, and he got to use all his bag of tricks. This game, they kind of contained him with rushing. He may have 62 or 67 yards rushing, but they did not contain him passing. He threw for 442 yards. I think he was 37 of 44, 4 touchdown passes, 2 to Hollywood Brown, 2 to Mark Andrews, tight end, and he spreaded the ball around to a numerous amount of receivers. What's his name? Sammy Watkins, until he went out with the hammy injury. He always got that ham injury.
Oh yeah.
Sammy
in the hammy, huh?
If he could ever stay healthy, Sammy Watkins could be a 1,400 yard receiver. Easy. He just can't stay healthy. You need to put some sunflower seeds in your back pocket, drink some pickle juice before the game, stretch out, get some yoga before the game. He need to do all of that because it's always the hamstring. And I just think, and another thing, the Ravens defense, they have a good defense. They got after the quarterback. Even though they gave up some points. They gave us some big plays, like the screen pass to Jonathan Taylor for 76 yards.
Oh yeah.
That was a big play, that they gave up. But the defense, one thing I like about a John Harbaugh team, they do not quit. They play for 4 quarters. They play till the whistle blows. They're a very disciplined team. That's why they won that game. But the Colts played a good game. Carson Wentz played a great game.
Carson Wentz looked good.
Carson Wentz, that's the best game I've seen him play in a while.
Yeah, he threw for 402.
He was very decisive, and he was putting the ball on the money.
Yep.
Just too bad that they didn't get the ball last. The last team, the person who got the ball last is going to win that game, and especially in overtime. You knew that Lamar Jackson was going to win that game.
Oh yeah.
So
when they got that ball, you
once
knew.
they got to overtime, they got the ball first. They scored first, and they got rid. And that's why they won the game. But overall, Lamar Jackson, if he keep it up doing what he's doing, he'll be the MVP. Him or Josh Allen for the Bills are going to be the runners for this MVP. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, but this is going to be Jackson's year. I mean, Carr was in there for a minute. He's going to have to pull himself back in the driveway because he done got in the parking lot. He got pushed out of the parking lot.
Have to change that hat, huh, Shan?
Is that better, Tito?
But he's still not out of the race.
All day, every day.
He's still not out of the race, though. The season is young.
Yep.
We got a lot more football to play for the Ravens. They're going to get better. So that's all. Tip my cap to Lamar Jackson for his, the dude is bad, man. He's a star. And whoever said he can't pass in the pocket, y'all should watch that game Monday because he was hitting on all cylinders. So
that man was making throws look easy.
Can't wait to see him do this on a regular basis, and he's gonna kill the league. He's gonna tear the league apart if he can do that. That's all I gotta say.
All right, that was a good one to wrap it up because guess what? The first game we're gonna pick for this week is going to be the Chargers versus the Ravens. And I guess I can start off on that. First we'll go with, in this rivalry, the road team is 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games. These two have played against each other. And the Chargers are visiting the Ravens. And the Chargers are 6-0 against the spread against the AFC in the last 6 games. And the Ravens are 0-5 in their last 5 home games versus a team with a winning road record. That's a lot of info to take in. And for me, I think I'm going to start it off differently from you guys. I'm taking the Chargers, man. I'm going to roll with the Chargers. I think they're going to upset the Ravens this week. And that's how we're going to start it off. Raider Mike, who you like in this one?
Well, it's kind of hard not to pick the Chargers. But the Ravens have a better defense than the Chargers, I do believe. Chargers defense is pretty cool. They all right. They all right. But their offense is what's superior. The Ravens have a superior defense. They got good defensive backs. At home, the Ravens at home, if they was in San Diego, I mean, not San Diego. I keep calling San Diego because that's where them bastards belong.
Yeah.
Really. But anyway, since they're the Los Angeles Chargers, I'm taking the Ravens straight up.
All right.
By
Michael
3.
on the Ravens. Shan, who you like?
Yeah, I'm kind of a defensive cat, man. And then Lamar kind of showed his ass last week, man. I don't know if it was just Monday Night Football or whatnot, but he was hitting on all 8 cylinders, and I think that gives you a little bit of motivation. And you know, even though the Chargers kind of beat up on our Raiders, they kind of, you know, it was kind of more coaching than anything. You know what I'm saying? So they're both 4-1. So I'm leaning towards I'm taking Baltimore. I'll take Baltimore, no problem, man.
All right, Shannon with the Ravens. Young G.
Oh, I'm taking that boy Lamar. I don't think it's gonna be nothing too crazy though. I think they're gonna win like 24-21. You know, I'll be coming in with my scores from time to time.
Yes, I see.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think Lamar gonna show and prove that he can actually be consistent. He gonna get him that dub.
Okay, I'm the lone soldier on that one. Next, we got the Cardinals visiting the Browns. In this one, let's see. The Cardinals are 5-0 in their last 5 October games. The Browns are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games following an against the spread loss. All that is a bunch of numbers, which could actually probably mean nothing, but those are numbers nonetheless. Shan, who you like in this one?
Man, you already know, man. You know, the boy who bringing the fun and excitement to the game, even though it's probably going to be close and whatnot. But, you know, it makes sense to keep what I've been winning on until I lose. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ride that Murray wagon.
All right,
you know what I mean?
some cards, huh?
Yeah, it's not going to be a big blowout or anything. It's going to be a great game. But if anything, I say that they got them by 6.
All right. Young G, who you like?
I'm taking that little kid that be scattering back there. You know what I'm saying? I honestly though, I think it's gonna be kind of high scoring. You know what I'm saying? I know the Cardinals defense has been pretty good, but I mean, Cleveland's run game is just when they get it going, they get it going. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Cardinals are gonna win like 35-28.
35-28, huh? High scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Raider Mike, who you liking this one?
Well, Cleveland just coming off a loss. And I know I'm taking Cleveland because Cleveland's pass rush, that running attack, is going to open up the play action. Because if they run the ball well, they're going to win well. Run well, win well. So I'm going with the Browns. I'm going to be down with the Browns this weekend.
But even Myles Garrett can't catch that little kid, boy. He
can catch him, Myles Garrett. I guarantee you Myles Garrett can catch him.
I see Raider Mike is rocking the same way I'm rocking. I'm going with the Browns too. And another reason I'm going with the Browns, couple reasons. One, Calais, that boy is on that COVID list, so he got to have 2 negative tests to be able to play in the game.
Who?
Calais Campbell, right?
Wasn't somebody for the Ravens?
Who's the dude for
Chandler
defensive guy?
Jones?
Chandler. Somebody for the best defensive player for the Cards. He on that COVID list, man. So he need 2 negative tests before the game. And then you got what's his name? Murray, the quarterback, man. I didn't like the way he was holding his shoulder and his arm during that game against the Niners, man.
And they're gonna give him a nice little shot.
Yeah, man. They're gonna give him a shot, man, but I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be 100% this game. And I
remember his rookie year before he started really getting hit. Remember how he would just fall down? I think he's gonna see a lot of that this game.
Yeah, I think he might see a lot, but I think the Browns, they're gonna come home and get some home cooking. Get to like what's his name? Say Kwame Brown, get some of that mama's cooking, and I think they're gonna be all right this game, man. So I'm gonna roll with the Browns.
One thing I think you should watch out for this week for that game. This is a game that I was kind of excited about. I think this is gonna be the week it's gonna show whether the Browns are gonna keep or get rid of Odell.
You might have a point there. May have a point.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of Odell though. Odell ain't the problem. It's Baker Mayfield is the damn problem. Shit, his ass and he.
Yeah, but you know,
been a better average quarterback with a receiver with that kind of talent, and you can't find a way to get him the ball, something's wrong with you.
You gotta remember, you got that coaching component in there too, though. You know what I mean? Like,
it's about the quarterback. It's his.
Yeah, this is about the quarterback, bro. He keeps trying to force
it
into Odell.
You got a problem with Odell, and I think that if you got to put your damn problems, your shit to the side before you.
Who got a problem with him?
I don't know Baker Mayfield. I just something about
Baker Mayfield ain't got a problem with him. He tried to force him the ball too much. You know, he feels like that's where he gets in trouble. He got to throw it to him in the flow of the offense.
Yeah, but he don't. That's what I'm saying. But he doesn't, and you can't, like you said, you can't force him the ball.
Well,
but
it's
so,
kind of.
We'll see what goes on with that one, man.
We'll
see what's happening with that one, man. Keep an eye out for it. Let's move along. Next up, we got the Cowboys versus the Pats. I won't even go deep in on this. Y'all know who I'm rocking with. I'll let y'all give the details to how y'all want to give it, but I'll give you this. The road team is 4-0 against the spread in the last 4. Dallas is the road team. And let's see. Cowboys are 5-0 against the spread in the last 5. So it's a hot team. You know who I got. Rocking with the boys. Young G, who you got, man?
I'm taking your Cowboys, man. I don't think New England's all the way there yet. You know what I'm saying? The way y'all offense been looking, I mean, it looks like y'all got the ball rolling, and y'all got that 3-headed monster that, you know what I'm saying, that y'all had. It's showing glimpses. I'm not saying exactly, but it looked like y'all got, y'all on the right path. And again, y'all defense is looking on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I gotta give the nod to Trayvon Diggs, man. Right now he's the best corner in the league. I don't care what nobody say.
He brings back like Revis, though, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like I think y'all gonna be cool, but yeah, we'll see. I think y'all gonna win. Okay. I think
all right. Raider Mike, who you liking this one?
Well, I got to take the Cowboys on this one. I just don't feel. I mean, they're playing going up against a rookie quarterback, and they're gonna treat him like a rookie quarterback. New England don't run that ball. If New England can't run the football, the game gonna get away from them in a hurry, because the Cowboys can score points and in a hurry. That's where I'll take the Cowboys hands down. Dak versus Mac Jones. I mean, come on. I mean, Bill Belichick, you could do all that mind. You could do all the Jedi mind tricks you want, and it's not gonna work this game. Cowboys.
Yes. All right. Rocking with the boys. Shannon look like he's frozen over there. All I see is a cup to the face right now. I don't know if he's with us. What's going on?
You can't feel your face.
I can't feel my face.
His hands.
Okay. Well, and let's call a audible, and we will go to the next game. And then when Shan come back, let's not. Well, let's talk about something else. I want to skip you, Mike.
Right.
Is he ready?
He just texted me. He said he froze up. So let's see.
Some of that ice on his chin froze up.
Y'all want to talk a little bit more about the whole little Gruden thing, because they found now they're asking questions about the replies to the emails now, because it's over 650,000.
You see, they threw Adam Schefter's name in there too now.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Oh, yeah, they say I was watching the Pat McAfee show. They basically were saying like they're critiquing his journalism and stuff like this too, because he kind of like hit it in a sense. You feel me? Like,
okay.
Let me find I gotta find the exact article.
Why are they going? But my thing is the Washington football team.
We had a little glitch, bro. Like the shit paused right now, man. Like about 30 seconds of it.
Okay, so are we good to go right now?
Yeah, I'm like, because I'm at the studio, so I'm on their free Wi-Fi, but I'm just letting y'all know, I don't know if I should keep forward because I just had used my hotspot. You know what I mean?
So what are you saying?
We're on right now. We're recording. I'm just
okay, so let's go. Next is your pick on the Cowboys-Patriots game. We was waiting on you.
Oh yeah.
We'll get back to other conversation later, fellas. But
yeah, no, I was about to grab my broom and then everything stopped. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna go with that sweep right there, man.
Okay, so you got the boys.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we got the Raiders versus the Broncos. Shanny Shan, who you liking this one?
Oh man. You know what? I'm a diehard, man. Like I think going
It's in Denver, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's even better.
Little tidbit.
I think we was gonna be able to pull off before all this drama went off and whatnot, you know. And I can't bet against my team. I'll take the Raiders, man.
You got them Raiders, huh?
Yeah, I can, you know.
Okay. Young G, who you like?
Well, from looking at the injury report and stuff like that, honestly, I think Denver, they're just a lot more healthy right now. I think unfortunately, I think Denver's going to take it. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be like 17-14. But I think, especially with everything the Raiders got going on, I don't think mentally they're going to be there. So I think they're going to take that L. Denver is going to end up we're going to be in second place in our division, and we're going to end up tied with the Denver's going to be tied with the Chargers.
Okay.
First.
Well, I'll go next so Raider Mike can wrap it up on this one. But I know you're my son because what you said is exactly how I feel. You know what I mean? You know, you guys know I have a soft spot in my heart for the Raiders, of course. But
absolutely,
you know, I'm going with the logic here. I'm going with the Broncos, got a nice defense. You know, even though they're playing with a backup quarterback, Teddy, he's not playing yet, right? No, I don't think so. But they're at home. The Raiders, there's a little too much turmoil. Like, they could actually turn it around in this game. You know what I mean? This could be a catalyst game, and which I'm scared of because it could actually turn out to be that way. But logically, I'm just going to roll with the Broncos on this one, man. Raider Mike, who you like?
Well, and it's not just because I'm a Raider fan, but you know what? You got to play through adversity. You have to play through things that's going on. As long as Derek Carr is on that field versus Drew Lock, if that's who's quarterbacking, I think that's who's quarterbacking for the Broncos. If Bridgewater not playing, I'm going to take the Raiders for one reason and one reason only. Our quarterback's better than theirs. I don't care about their defense. They got a good defense. I'll give them that. This is going to be the game where we run the football better. This is going to be the game. We didn't have 2 bad games in a row. We cannot have 3. Derek Carr has never had 3 bad games in a row quarterbacking. Okay. And I'm going to bank and put my money on that the Raiders will win this game. Like, it might be a flashback. If we start scoring early, it's going to be a flashback of the game when we beat them fools, beat the brakes off of them in Denver when McFadden was playing. I don't know if you remember that game. We beat the brakes off of Denver, and we had lost 2 or 3 games, came into that game and beat the brakes off of them.
I see.
So I'm looking for my Raiders. I'm looking for my Raiders to go out here and punch them right in the face, not the mouth, the face.
Okay.
Yeah, and even though the little interim coach, you know, he's got.
They're gonna rally around the coach. The Raiders are gonna rally around this interim coach, and they're gonna be fired up to play.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna keep doing what hasn't been working. He's gonna do what's been working. So he's gonna spread the ball around a little more and let Derek Carr do his thing in the first half.
Yeah, let Derek Carr call the offense.
So, yeah, you know. So.
Okay. Let's see what happens. We're gonna move along to the next game. Next game is Seahawks visiting the Steelers. You know, I guess I'll go first on this one. I do not trust Geno Smith, so I'm taking the Steelers. Even though Big Ben is looking like Uncle Ben from the Rice Box right about now, I'm still going to take the Steelers at home versus the wounded Seahawks. Raider Mike, who you liking this one?
Shoot, I'm it's just like this. That's a hard one to pick. But Pittsburgh is at home. Seattle has been sliding. But I don't know if I could go if Russell Wilson not playing. See, that's the bad thing. I'm gonna take the Steelers on this game, even though broken down pumpernickel face, bread face. Ben Roethlisberger moving older than Methuselah, and I'm gonna take Pittsburgh because of Pittsburgh's defense. That's why I'm taking Pittsburgh. And Najee Harris is getting on track. He's starting to get on track. So.
Exactly. All right, Shan, who you liking this one?
I mean, Geno Smith did come in in the second half and look pretty impressive, but it's easy to look good once the starting quarterback goes down. You know what I mean? The defense kind of relaxes a little bit. So I think it's a safe bet to go ahead and rock with the Steelers. You know what I mean? They got a little chemistry. They got starting quarterback back there and whatnot. And Big Ben, showed you why they picked him in the first place when he dropped that bomb on them. You know what I mean? So last week. So I think it's a safe bet to go with the Steelers. So I think that might be a broom.
All right. Young G, who you like?
I think this the week Najee Harris, he might have a little monster game because like all y'all said, and all you've been saying since the season started, Big Ben should have retired already. And the Seahawks, like you said, they're depleted, which in a way is nothing normal, is nothing new. Seahawks are always hurt, you know what I'm saying, since they won that Super Bowl. But I think Pitt is gonna win. I think they're gonna take it 14-7. I want to believe in Geno because I just think it's finally he got a chance or whatever, but he not ready. I think Pittsburgh gonna take it.
And not only that though, like Russell's been on the move. Like he's been the most touched quarterback since he's been in the league. You know what I'm saying?
That line is horrible, man.
Yeah,
terrible.
And Geno ain't that mobile. You know what I'm saying? So he's not. And then he's older than Russell. Come on, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
He's definitely not who he was at West Virginia.
So
yeah.
Nah.
All right. So we're gonna move along. Next up, we got the Bills visiting the Titans. Who you liking this, Young G?
The Bills.
The Bills.
Should we get the broom out on that one?
I'm not even gonna say a score because regardless of because that's the thing. I take the Bills, but if Derrick Henry has a monster game, you know what I'm saying? But I take the Bills because their offense is unstoppable at this point, and the Bills' defense is good. Tennessee's defense isn't that good, so you know what I'm saying. They can give up. It could be like, it reminded me of like when Cal had a high power offense. You know what I'm saying? They can score with the best of them, but that defense is going to give up in the fourth quarter on the last drive. You feel me? That's how I view Tennessee.
Okay. Red and Mike, who you liking this one?
Well, you know who I got. I got to pick. Can you pay my bills? Got to pick the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to get my bills paid by the Buffalo Bills this weekend. They're going to get paid. I'm taking them. They're going to get paid. I'm going to take Buffalo Bills. 28-17.
17, huh? All right.
I like that.
I'm rocking with old Buffalo Bill myself, man. No, not too much explanation. It's just a better team. Young Shanny, who you like?
Absolutely, bro. Henry is not enough. It's not enough, Holmes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need a little more than that. And the Bills' defense is supporting their offense, so they get equal time on the field. They're not out there weary, you know what I mean? And, I think Henry he might rush for over 150 yards, but that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough, man.
Not going to be enough for old Allen to be like, really? Here goes a little 50-yard pop on you. And here goes 75.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
All right. Okay, so next up, we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the Eagles. And in this one, the underdog is 6-2 in the last 8 meetings against the spread in this one. And the Eagles are the underdog. But it's crazy because the Bucs, they're 1-7 in the last 8 Thursday night games. Interesting there. But the Eagles are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 home games. With that
But
said,
what was that playing against Tom Brady?
hey man, I'm just giving the numbers, man. I'm just giving the numbers.
Yeah,
Shan, who you like in this one?
I think your son said it all, man. Look, Brady's like, I mean, he's looking good for his age and whatnot, but he knows father time's on his doorsteps. You know what I mean? So he got to use every last little bit of juice that he got. He got to use all the components that he got around him and whatnot. And like the Eagles, you know, they're lightweight in rebuilding. You know what I mean? They don't have an established offense, established defense. Like, you don't know who's gonna show up week by week. You know what I mean? But with Brady, you know who's showing up. You know,
Yep.
so that's always gonna be a safe bet. So I'm taking the Bucks, even though I'm not a hater, man. The man got 7 rings, bro. For a reason.
You know, I'm gonna go with the Bucks myself. I think that's a pretty solid pick. You know, I mean, I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts. You know, he's still young, got some growing to do, and they don't have a running game. So I'm gonna go with them. Raider Mike, who you liking this one?
Well, I'm gonna take the bet. No, I'm gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna have to take it to the Bay with it. You know, we're gonna take it to Tampa Bay. I'm taking Tampa Bay. Straight up.
Okay. Young G, who you like?
So with me factoring this in, I'm looking at I was looking at the injury report and stuff. And the Phillies starting offensive tackle, who's like their best player, Lane Johnson, he's out. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing, along with and a lot of other people who very much might not play due to their injuries. A lot of it's on their defense. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking Tampa Bay, man. I think Tampa gonna go ahead, go into Philly, put a nice little shellacking on them. They're gonna be on there. I say 31-17. That's gonna be the score. Tampa Bay's defense, I think, is just they're still. I mean, as much as they may not look that great in some moments, with that big injury for Philly, whoever's guarding that left or right, I think he plays right tackle. I think Lane plays right tackle. Whoever's guarding that right side, they are in for a day.
Okay. I like that. Then we're gonna move right along. Next game we got the Dolphins visiting the Jags. And in this one, you got the Dolphins, who are 6-0 in their last 6 games in the week 6 of the season.
Pitiful team.
You know, then the Jags are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 week 6 games, 0-5 in their last 5 October games. That said, I'm rocking with the Dolphins in this one.
Yeah.
So, Young G, who you like?
Well, let's see. They said Tua's going to play. Tua should play on Sunday. But knowing he's not 100%, and the Jags are at home, I think this is the week the Jags get their first win.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to tell you, I think, because I've seen the Jags, you know what I'm saying? They can very much put up a fight. But, yeah, with Tua being banged up, I don't think he's going to be able to move like how he usually does and stuff like that. And if he's one, and we all seen Tua before, he's one good hit away from being out for the game. Jacoby Brissett, he may come in and do what he got to do, but I don't think it'll be enough. I think Trevor Lawrence and them, old Sunshine and Urban Meyer, they're going to get this one out. I think it's going to be 17-14. You know what I'm saying?
That's Prince Charming from Shrek.
What score did you say, G?
17-14.
17-14. All right. Raider Mike, who you liking this
one? Much as I don't like the Miami Orphans, Dolphins, what are you going to call them? If Tua's playing, I'm rolling with the Dolphins. You know, it is not the week for Trevor Lawrence to get his win. Not this week. You might have to get it some other week, but Miami defense is a little bit better than theirs, I believe. And I'm gonna take the Dolphins. Even though my cousin don't like the Dolphins, I can't stand the Dolphins. I don't like the Dolphins at all.
Okay. Hey, Young G, we got somebody in chat. My man Tito is asking what you sipping on in the mug, man.
Oh, I'm actually, it's crazy. I'm actually sipping on wine out this mug. I just You know, I just like mugs. It's just something about them. And it's a Raider mug. You know what I'm saying? It shows a little Super Bowl championships, a little commemorative mug. Shout out to my uncle for giving it to me. But yeah, I'm sipping on wine. I'm trying to be a little grown.
Yeah. Yeah, he trying to be like his pops, Tito. He trying to sip on a little whiz-on, trying to refine that young man. Shanny Shan, who you like in this one, man? You like the Dolphins or the Jags?
I honestly think that the Tui should have went ahead and sat out a little bit and let
sat out 3 weeks.
But still, like some of his judgments is not there, man. You know what I mean? You can see his immaturity,
He only played 2 games.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
What was the judgments on what?
I'm saying, like, if Brissett was playing, I would go with the Dolphins. You know what I mean? But since he's not playing, I'm like, man, like, I'm not impressed so far, because with your boy, too, he his judgment ain't on point just yet. You know what I'm saying? So I think Trevor Lawrence, like, he doesn't have all the components there. But if we come down to it, I think he's going to pull it off. And to Young G's point, I think this is going to be his win, bro.
Well, I tell you what, Tua is a more accurate passer than Brissett is, and that I know.
Okay. But we split 2-2 on this one. Me and Mike rocking with the Fins, and G and Shan rocking with the Jags. We're going to see who comes out on top. We're going to move right along. Next game, we got the Vikings visiting the Panthers. And in this one, Panthers are 0-5 in their last 5 home games against a team with a losing record. Now, that's weird. The Vikings are 1-7 in their last 8 games following against the spread loss. And let's say Raider Mike, who you like in this one? Vikings or the Panthers?
They at home. Vikings at home?
Nah, Panthers.
No, Panthers at home.
Panthers at home. I take the Panthers on this game. Even though Sam Darnold, I'm still the judge is out on him. I mean, the jury is out on him. We got to see. I just think that he should have enough to win this week because they got a good defense. And Dalvin Cook is kind of banged up a little, ain't he?
Yeah, he stayed banged up.
Yeah, they keep him banged up to give him the ball all, and give that other dude is good. The Madison dude is
Madison is nice. Madison is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna take Carolina at home.
All right. Shan, who you liking this one?
I believe McCaffrey's a little questionable. You know what I mean? Whether or not he's going to play this game, but I think he's going to play. You know what I mean? And I think he's going to help kind of ease the tension and the pressure on Donald, Darnold and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and rock with them, bro, the Panthers.
Okay, you're going to rock with them Panthers, huh?
Pantheon, as they go towards the Pantheon.
All right, I'm going to rock with them Panthers, too. I just think I don't trust – the Vikings are up and down. Kirk Cousins, one day's up, one day's down. I don't trust them on the road.
They just had to beat the Vikings the Lions by a field goal. Like
that's what I'm saying. I just don't trust them.
Kirk Cousins over there playing the
right back.
First Kirk.
Young G, who you like?
Kirk. I like I'm taking Carolina, man. Looking at the injury report and stuff like that, even with Christian McCaffrey, he was limited. He's been limited this week in practice. But you know what I'm saying? Also for the Minnesota Vikings, you got who didn't participate in practice at all this week. You got Anthony Barr, Justin Jefferson, Alexander Madison, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook was limited. Like that's a lot of people to be like. That's a lot of people who either didn't participate or who was limited. And that's their core offense. Yeah. Now, even with knowing with them not at 100%, I damn sure don't trust Kirk Cousins even when they are 100%.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I got Carolina taking this one 21-17. I don't really want to no other explanation. I plead my
17. All right. We're gonna let you lead off this next one. We got the Packers visiting the Bears. In this one, the Packers are favored by 4.5, and the favorite is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 with these two teams. And the Bears are 1-4 in their last 5 games as an underdog against the spread. With that said,
I
who you like?
mean, those numbers and stuff are
hold
cool
up.
and all.
Also, the Packers are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 games. Period. So, another tidbit.
And they're playing in Chicago. You know,
Yeah, it's in
aka
Chi-town.
Aaron Rodgers' second home. You know, as per me watching the Pat McAfee show every Tuesday, he has Aaron Rodgers as a special guest host, right? And Aaron Rodgers just made this, which ties into what I'm going with this. Aaron Rodgers made this key little tidbit in that he said since he took over as starting quarterback, they actually the all-time record between the Packers and the Bears, they now have a winning record ever since Aaron Rodgers took over at quarterback. So, with that being said,
not lose.
Aaron Rodgers, go ahead and he gonna do what he do. That bad man, as some will call him. I got them winning 24-14.
Okay, 25-14.
Even with a banged up defense, with Jair Alexander going on IR, I still think Aaron Rodgers and them are gonna they're gonna pull out the dub. Like I said, it's Aaron Rodgers' second home. Man. He'll against division rivals, he usually shows out.
Okay, I can dig that. Raider Mike, who you liking this one?
Well, it's kind of like you got to take the pack attack, because Devontae going Grizzly Adams on. Go Grizzly on the Bears.
Yes.
And Aaron Rodgers is going to put that, put that peel in his hands. And then, they got the running game. I just think that the better quarterback we know is Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers don't lose to Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Packers 31-17. Well, I don't know. 30. I'm gonna give them 31-14. I'm gonna take the Packers.
31-14. All right. Shan, who you liking this one?
Bro, I told you, man, Aaron's on a mission. You know what I mean? He may not be a Packer next year, but he's making sure that his value is up this year. You know what I mean? And just between him and Adams, they could beat you. You know what I'm saying? Less than 40 seconds left. Hell, what the kicker gonna do? I'm gonna put the kicker in the position to make the score or whatnot. But if it come down to it, I'll take the game. Put the team on my back and handle it. I got Aaron all the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a clean sweep because it's the pack attack coming from way back, and I'm gonna take them Jack.
Feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I will say this: I love Khalil Mack. He's a great defensive player. You know what I mean? Against the Raiders in that line. Not saying that he ain't that premier, defensive player, but Aaron's like, oh, you blessing me? You can't? Okay, yeah, let's go. That's perfect. That's what I was hoping for.
Yes. So we're gonna move it along, man. Next up, we got the Texans versus the Colts, and the Texans are 1-5 in their last game, and their last 6 against the Colts. And the Colts, man, that's been a hard luck team this year. I think the Texans is just what the doctor ordered, and I'm gonna take them Colts, man, to get right on this one. So Shan, who you liking this?
You know what? I can't even disagree with you on that. Even though that's what some will call the garbage bowl and whatnot, you know what I mean? But hell, 2-4 sound better than 1-5. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and get on that bandwagon and go with the Colts with you, my brother.
All right. Raider Mike, who you liking this one, brother?
We're gonna take the Colts. Because long as Mills or Davis Mills or Mills, whatever his name is, that quarterback is playing. Ain't no Deshaun Watson playing.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, ain't even what's his name? He's still injured though. Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod.
Yeah, boy.
They don't care about Tyrod in the league.
Man, Tyrod is just a prop. Shit, they just throw him out there and stick him with something and put him on the side like the Chargers did.
Yeah,
yep.
They did that on
purpose. They right now at this point they just trying to groom Davis Mills, man.
Davis Mills is getting
so next to Young G. Who you liking?
Take him a minute.
I think Indy gonna come out this
who
week.
You like
guns blazing, saying I think Indy gonna come out with this one guns a blazing with how they lost. It was a mentally draining loss, so they're gonna be fired up. And then Houston, they're both 1-4 at this point, but I think Indy gonna take this one 17-10.
17-10, huh?
They gotta win this game.
I think walk it to him is gonna be like, I'm still a good quarterback in this league now.
Yes.
Next
up,
walk it out.
Next up, I think we got a nice little flip-flop mismatch going on with the Rams visiting the Giants. You know, the road team is 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings with these teams, and the Rams are visiting. And the Giants are 0-4 in their last 4 home games against a team with a winning record. And mind you, 7 offensive starters for the Giants were injured during the Cowboys game.
Yeah,
I don't know who's gonna play.
Saquon, I'm pretty sure Saquon,
right?
Well, Saquon's out.
Yeah,
He's out. I don't know who all coming back, but
you know who's coming back.
Danny Dimes is out. Danny Dimes is out too. Yeah, I think we're all in consensus here.
They walking wounded, man.
They bringing Eli back, man.
I'm taking the Rams in this one, brother.
Please, Eli, come on, man.
Raider Mike, who you liking this one, bro?
Well, no, you can't go with the Giants. I'm gonna take the Rams. It's the Rams.
Yeah, it's the Rams.
Rams.
With Aaron Donald, with Aaron Donald, shit, that's the mini deep light skinned Debo.
If I say Debo light skinned too, what?
I gotta take him. I gotta take the Rams.
All right. Shann, I know who you got.
Come on,
take?
Come on, that's come on.
The rack of Rams, huh?
Shaquan, they said that low, keep them in the game factor. You know what I'm saying? But we're still gonna lose with them there.
Young G, who you like?
So I'm gonna just put this into perspective with anybody watching who thinks about taking the Giants. So here's their injury report as of Wednesday. Saquon Barkley, Kenny Golladay, Daniel Jones, offensive lineman Matt Skura, and Anthony Thomas. Also, Ben Bredson, another offensive lineman. Defensive backs Nate Abner, Jabril Peppers, and Logan Ryan, and then their 3 starting receivers Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, and Kadarius Toney are all either they didn't practice or they were limited. If you take the Giants, man, I think you smoking something special because there's no way, even healthy, the Giants will beat the Rams. Now, generously, I'm giving the Giants 10 points out of pure garbage time, but I think the Rams gonna go ahead and take this one, 24-10.
All right. If they win, the fix is in.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't care how bad you fix this game. There's no way they can win.
There's a reason the Rams are favored by 10.5 points.
Yeah.
If they do win, the fix is in. It's like, come on, man. Like you just rattled off damn near 10 players, bro. You know what I mean?
Next, moving right along, man. Our next game we have the Chiefs versus the Washington football team. The team which investigation initiated the resignation of John Gruden, which we don't know the extent of their 650,000 emails.
You know what's interesting about that? Just a quick side note, he wasn't the target.
Exactly. That's why I just said that, Kenny.
No, I'm just saying that he was just a byproduct. But through 650,000 emails, you found enough on this man. Like, what are we gonna find with the Washington organization, bro?
Of course, it's 650,000. They released like 10 of his.
Like that's like 0.0065%. Like,
you know what?
But the NFLPA petitioned to have Washington their emails read. And the NFL was like, nah, we're going to keep those confidential. But why did they left theirs confidential, but they released Gruden's? That's a cold game.
I mean, not to take away from the next segment, but it's just that shit. The NFL's always been on the Raiders. Not that I'm a Raider fan, but like, what is that? Huh? No, I mean, not that, just because I'm a Raider fan, but what is that? But like, what is that though? You know what I'm saying? and quiet as kept.
Well, Shan, do you know when they released it?
Huh?
Do you know when they released the findings?
It was Friday that they went like, hey,
they released it on the anniversary of Al Davis' death, bruh. Or is it on the anniversary of his death or on his birthday or something like that? That's when they released it. So
that's the birthday present for the Raiders.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, birthday present for the Raiders.
Yeah,
bro. Okay, we can talk about that later if you guys want to. We're gonna run through these last couple games.
I'll take, man. If Mahomes don't like stick it to him, you know what I'm saying? You know, then it's a problem, bro. Because Washington they ain't got their stuff together. You know, and regardless of what, regardless of what Kansas City got going on, Andy Reid's a good enough coach to be able to make some adjustments. And like, I got this talent, you know, in Patrick Mahomes. I got Travis. We don't know if your boy Hill is playing, if Tyreek's playing. He didn't practice, went today. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure he will. I think he's probably trying to cover up for that pass that just went right through his hands that never happened. You know what I'm saying? Never happens. You know what I mean? That guy plays like
he got a nice little pop from Jerry Hughes in that game. It tore him up. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. But yeah, they should handle business, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna roll real quick and say the Chiefs. Young G, who you like, man?
Chiefs 28-14.
Chiefs 28-14. Random Mike, who you like?
Not the Washington telling team.
Washington.
That's what they need to name the Washington Redskins. Should be the Washington telling team.
Oh, hey,
I'm telling you that right now. The Washington telling team, Washington snitching team, Washington exposing team. You can call them all of that, but I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs team.
Okay. We're gonna move to the next game. Next up, we got the Bengals visiting the Lions. Young G,
just another manic Monday.
We know who your little sly team. You know you got a little soft spot in your heart for is. Man. So we let you go first.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying. All I'm gonna say is right now, if you look in the standings, the Bengals are in second place. Just saying. But with that being said, you know, Detroit, two teams that got that dog in them. I think it's gonna be a dog fight. Looking at everything, you know, as far as statistically and stuff like that, when you look at these two teams, the Bengals have been playing a lot better. Even going back to last week when they, you know, against the Packers, I believe they went to overtime and they lost. You know what I'm saying?
But was it? It's like 5 or 6 missed field goals in that game?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't great, but it wasn't great. But with that being said, I think, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the Bengals. I think it's gonna be 25-18. 25-18. I don't know how I came up with that score, but that's gonna be it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lions gonna be
end up that score, boy. I'm gonna call you a witch doctor. 25 is not regular score.
It's not.
Raider Mike, who you like?
Gotta take the bingo bangos.
Yeah, we gonna hop on that.
Lions. They're gonna tame the Lions and put the Lions back in the Lions den.
Yes. Shanny Shan, who you like?
Bro, if the Bengals lose to the Lions, like, come on, man. It's the fix is in. 0-5 again, 3-2, and you got the better offense. You know what I mean? Like, what do the Lions really have to offer except for hope?
Except for hope.
I mean,
they have an offer of a loss.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The only way the Bengals could lose to the Lions is if they just like, bro, we playing the Lions. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this is I didn't even realize that was the last pick for the night, and I'm gonna roll with the Unga Bunga Bingle Bangle Bengals myself.
Unga Binga Bangle.
So I'm gonna roll with them. You know, anything else you guys want to do a quick little chop up about before we get up out of here? Y'all still want to get down on the
Yeah.
Gruden a little bit, or are we done
Well,
with
we
that?
ain't really getting down on Gruden. We want to get down on the Washington football dirty team.
Oh, okay. What you got to say about that?
Because they need to release some of their emails. Why ain't they releasing their emails? What they hiding for them? Because Daniel Snyder got his pockets deeper than the.
I'm gonna read a little. Speaking of Washington football team, let me read this little excerpt after you're done with that, Mike.
Yeah, because my thing is, they shouldn't be let off the hook. They done got the pressure taken off of them by Gruden being the scapegoat. They just made an example out of him. They need to make an example out of the Washington telling team too, because we need to hear, and everybody needs to know what they got in them emails. Since you don't expose that man and ruin his career, so let's ruin some other coaches' careers. Let's ruin some other GM's careers. It's time for everybody to get their piece.
Yep.
Everybody need to get a little taste, Gregory. They need to get a little taste too.
Yes.
Not a little, just a lot.
Young G, what was you talking about?
All right, so remember how I brought up Adam Schefter and all that, right? So this article on CNN. So in 2011, when you think of Adam Schefter, he's one of the more prominent, speakers when it comes to the NFL and stuff like that, right? As far as a reporter. In 2011, he sent an email to Bruce Allen about a report that he was gonna, get out, but he sent it to him asking, is there anything you want me to edit out? Is there anything you need me to add to it? Type stuff, like basically trying to get his review on what he should say about, Washington football team beforehand. He also, there's also another source of him referring to Bruce Allen as Mr. Editor. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think about everything that's been caught up. Like you said, there's levels to this thing. There's always somebody doing something else for somebody. The NFL runs too deep, and you like it was allotted to yesterday during our other stream. You know what I'm saying? They're protecting that shield.
Yeah.
So with him, this being tied into it, and Adam Schefter being who he is in the NFL world, you calling a former president of a team that fired this dude because of all these scandals, you calling him Mr. Editor, sending him these articles and stuff that you're trying to get out, but you got to make sure if they're okay, so they don't get the wrong idea about this certain football team or whatever the emails were about, because obviously they didn't leak those emails. They just said certain words and certain parts of it. You know what I'm saying? Which really goes back to, Washington football team. They, at this point, you know what I'm saying, with everything that's going on, who did Dan Snyder pay off to be like, hey, I don't want to worry about this?
Well, he's the billionaire in the equation, G.
Exactly. So he had to pay somebody for this, right?
He had to. He did. He's connected to judges. He's connected to lawyers, senators.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, look, like I said, the NFLPA, they came and was like to the NFL, we want to see those other emails. We want to see what's in them. NFL is like, we're not going to show you this for privacy purposes. But they served up John Gruden. They served him up before the game. They served him up.
Oh yeah,
as early as Friday. We don't know.
They want him to coach that Sunday.
As early as Friday, they served him up. You know what I'm saying? But people think it was even before then. They wanted Mark Davis to fire him before the game. You know what I mean? And he did not do it. He is on some wait and see. And that was after one email about DeMaurice Smith. So after that, they was like, oh, he's not going to fire him, huh? Well, what about if we release these? You know what I'm saying? So when they released those, then that's when Davis, he had to call him into that meeting and be like, look, I'm going to give you a choice to resign. Other than that, I have to fire you. You know what I'm saying? So, bruh, it's all about, we look at Gruden, he's making $10 million a year. We look at it as a lot of money, 10 years, $100 million. But to billionaires, they looked at him as like, hey, who is he? He's nobody.
He's only making $10 million here.
They like, we got to give him something. You know what I mean? Because they are not touching Daniel Snyder. You know what I mean? This is the dude who refused to give up that name Redskins. He was pressured to give up that name. You know what I'm saying? And he was so pissed off that he would not pick a name that other people chose for the team. He was just like, fuck it, I won't even choose a name. We'll just call ourselves the Washington football team. You know what I'm saying? So you're dealing with that. So, you know what I mean? They're never going to release those other emails, but we're in the age of information. Those emails hit the web. So there's going to be some nerds that hack this shit.
It's gonna be on our Reddit page. Watch.
Exactly. They're coming out. I don't
You know
care.
what I find interesting about it though is like they led with, oh, Gruden used racial insensitive comments and whatnot, right? That was the lead story to start, right? But as you read deeper into it, when the Washington Journal was doing they study on Bruce Allen, right? They were like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna look at this other stuff, by the way. You know what I mean? And when they did that, there was an out. You know what I mean? Because they had Gruden, they had the radio organization who personally has done a lot more for the black man in football than any other organization out there. You know what I mean? First coach this, first black that, whatever the case is. You know what I mean? But it was a perfect fit for them to be like, he's not as great as you guys think he is. Here's why, right? But that was the issue. That wasn't the focal point. The focal point was like, this dude is parading our cheerleaders around topless. He's anti-homophobic. I mean, he's homophobic. He's misogynistic and all that. Like, I mean, everybody knew from Keyshawn Johnson to, you know, people that are playing with him, hey, this dude don't, you know, he speak with two tongues type shit. But they could serve him up on a silver platter, and how much money are they going to lose? None. In comparative to what Bruce Allen got and Schneider got, I mean, a millionaire against a billionaire, that's like, oh boy, say that little shit. That's like pissing in the ocean. It's not going to make a damn bit of difference. You know what I mean? But we get us riled up in black people, and you know we not gonna do much, you know, because we kind-hearted, we forgiving and whatnot, you know. But you get that the women going, you get the LGBTQ community going, that shit ain't going away. That's like having motherfucking gum on your shoe, bruh. You scrape it off, you like, I think I got everything off, and then next thing you know, like, what the hell is this paper sticking to my shit for? It's still some shit there, bruh. You know what I mean? So I think the Gruden thing was a distraction. You know what I mean?
You already know that. That's what we've been saying.
It's not a distraction, bro. It's a pacification, because you know they have to serve somebody up. You know, the bigger issue was the Redskins thing. Gruden is nothing.
It's smoke and mirrors, though, right? Look at this, what's going on? Because I don't want you to see what's behind the curtain over here. You know what I mean? I don't want you to look into what's really going on. You know, man.
Well, somebody had to be the fall guy, and Gruden was fit the bill. That was it.
Yeah.
Well, all I'm saying is like that gives you cause to like not to divulge 50,000 emails, bro. Why are you looking at 650,000 emails? You know what I'm saying?
But they only picked the four. About how many of them? 5 of them or 6 of them. Where's the rest? Shit.
Even if they picked 100, bro. 650,000 emails and you pick 100, bro. You know what that percentage is? That's like 0.06.
Bro, just look at the breadcrumbs, man. They're looking at 650,000 emails, but they chose the 10 emails of somebody who's not even involved in the investigation. So that lets you know, like, that lets you know they're serving up the fall guy. You know what I mean?
My point. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know, and when it all is said and done, this is America's sport, but at the same time, it's a corporation, and it's $1 billion corporation that employs a lot of young black men, decides their future. A lot of young black men are like, man, all I want to do is play in the NFL. All I want to do is this, and that, whatever. But they're more concerned with, oh, what if a gay guy wants to play? No, black people don't care what sexual.
No, put those in there. Put those in there.
Black people don't care if you're they just care if you know what you're talking about when it comes to the game.
Yeah.
Lights went off for a minute.
Man. Yes.
Power surge.
Well, fellas, man, I think
As
we're gonna
always,
wrap it
man.
up for now, brothers. You know, that was another exciting episode, Football Fan Talk on GLX Sports. You know, and remember everybody, like, share, subscribe. And we're gonna see y'all next week. Hopefully at 7:30. If we don't see P time again, it'll be 8, maybe 8:15, maybe 8:30. We don't know. We're gonna
Well,
try to work it out for everybody.
technical difficulties happen in the field.
Till next time, everybody. I'm Big G.
Lil J.
Big Shann.
Raider Mike, love, peace, and hair grease.
Hey,
All right.
to Chuck D and Public Enemy's point, don't believe the hype.
Peace.
All
Well,
right,
that wasn't
y'all.
a hype from that story that they put out. It was facts. Oh, we done?